What's going on, Momentum fam? Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time on the channel, it's your boy Mo.
Who?
It's your boy Mo. On this channel, I simply go ahead and share with you guys things I learned along my entrepreneurship journey. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button if you're rocking with the boy and with the content. It does help me and help this channel grow, so I truly appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna dive right into this video. Okay, so if you haven't watched the last few videos, we've been doing a brand challenge and taking a brand from $0 to $1,000 a day. But currently right now, I'm in the phase where I'm actually waiting on the packaging suppliers or the suppliers to send me the packaging that I'm looking for, or sample packaging, so I can go ahead and take professional product pictures and then launch advertisement with those pictures. So it's currently just a waiting game, which is fine, obviously, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging this week. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and talk about the 3 best ways to generate your first sale. If you've never generated a sale on e-commerce, or this is your first time building a store as well, and you're following me throughout this brand challenge, here's where we are, or here's what you need to do in order to go ahead and generate your first sale. Okay, so there's 3 different ways that I want to talk about. The first one is going to be, and again, don't mind me, I'm fasting. It's like day 20 something, I think, in Ramadan, so no food, no water, sunrise to sunset. So I do have some mental waves here coming and going, but not to get sidetracked. So the first and easiest way to generate sales and get your first customer on e-commerce is going to be Instagram or TikTok influencers currently at the moment. Okay, what does that mean for you? Let's say you just built your website, you just built your brand, you have a product, you're ready to go, and you want to start shipping, but you don't know how to generate customers, right? Or you may already have a brand, whether it's a clothing brand or whatever the case may be, that's not really getting out there as much as you'd like, right? It's not really generating the sales that you're looking to generate because of the lack of advertising, right? The lack of attention that is going to your brand. And you may not know how to launch Facebook ads or Google ads or any type of social media ads. So this is what you would want to do. Okay, step 1 is you're going to want to go ahead and find somebody in the niche of your product that has more followers, let's say, than anywhere between, I would say, 8 to 20, 30, 40,000 followers or more. Okay, these are what we call micro influencers. And what you're going to want to do is, let's say you have a clothing brand, and let's say you're selling hats, right? You're going to want to go ahead and send that hat over to that influencer, right? And you're going to want to ask them to simply just go ahead and let you know how they like your product. Okay, that would be one way. The second way is going to be actually paying them, right, to post, which I don't really recommend usually because it's kind of like a transactional thing. Ideally, when you reach out to people, you want to build when you reach out to influencers, at least for our brands, our thinking behind it is we want to build a relationship. So paying them to do something right away isn't really building a relationship, it's more of a business transaction, okay? But regardless what you do, whether it's paying them or sending them the product, the idea is that they're going to go ahead and post your product to the fans, to the followers that already trust them, like them, look up to them, and want to be like them. And then they go ahead and do a call to action to say, hey guys, I just got this cool hat from X, Y, and Z brand, and you guys should go ahead and grab one as well for 20% off. Boom, right? And what that's going to do, whether it's a story, right? Ideally, you really want to go ahead and do it with a story because it's a call to action. They can do a swipe up link right away, and people go straight to your website. Or a TikTok video, same exact thing, right? Well, ideally what's that going to do is going to bring direct traffic to your brand. So it's not like going to be any random or any cold traffic, because it's going to be somebody who already watched that story, right? Watched a specific story from somebody they already trust and like, and say, hey, John just recommended that I buy this hat. I already like this hat and I like John, so I'm going to go ahead and buy something similar, right? Boom. That should most likely get you your first sale, okay? And that's what we call influencer marketing 101, right? So imagine doing that on a large scale where you have 10s, 20s, hundreds of influencers doing it every single week, every single month. You're gonna start building an audience, obviously, and be more in a consistent flow of being able to generate sales through influencers. So that would be the first way. okay, which is the easiest way I like to say. The second way is going to be advertising. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know what Facebook advertising is, let's go ahead and actually just give you guys an example. So for those of you guys who don't know what Facebook has, it's the capability to advertise to everybody in the world. So Facebook has the ability to advertise to anybody in the world while using specific targeting mechanisms that their system has. Okay, so it's called Facebook Business Manager, where you can manage Facebook and Instagram together with the Facebook ads, right? And you can target people based off their interests, their hobbies, their likes, their activity, right? And all the following. So let's say again, let's go back to the clothing. Let's go more in niche. Let's say you like, or you have a streetwear fashion brand, okay? Facebook is gonna allow you to go ahead and create an advertisement that you can launch, right? To people who are interested in, let's say, Hypebeast, right? Or StockX or Supreme or Bape, or all of these other streetwear type brands that, let's say, your brand mimics. And what that's going to allow you to do is you're going to be able to put your brand in front of other people, right, that have never heard about you, and give you a chance and opportunity to gain new customers. Okay, so imagine doing that on Facebook and on Google advertisement, or on Facebook and on Instagram, and being really able to spend a lot of money in order to gain a lot of money as well. And usually the ideal scenario when it comes to Facebook is every dollar you spend, you should be able to get 2 back. Okay, and that 2 back should be able to cover for your expenses and really pay you those profits. Okay, and that's what we usually aim for on a worst case scenario. So I'm probably gonna be making a tutorial video on how to use Facebook Business Manager once I go ahead and launch new advertisements for Tri Natural brand that we're doing in the brand challenge. So stay tuned for that. Probably should be coming out in the next 2 to 3 weeks once we have the samples and the pictures ready to go. Now the third thing is going to be Google advertisement. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, you can also run Google ads, right? And what Google ads is, Google advertisement. So for those of you guys who don't know what Google advertisement is, it's pretty much similar to Facebook, but while you're advertising on Facebook and Instagram, you can only target people within that platform, right? So you can only target people who are on Instagram and on Facebook, right? They have to have an account, they have to be active, they have to be obviously scrolling through that app. Now Google, on the other hand, advertising on Google, you're gonna be able to reach people on YouTube, you're gonna be able to reach people on any website, right, on the internet. You're gonna be able to reach people who are on Google simply searching for a specific term, okay? And think about it this way, when you're advertising on Facebook and Instagram, you're advertising to people who essentially are in a cold market, right, are outside the shopping mall. Because if you wanted to buy, let's say, a black cool hoodie right now, you wouldn't necessarily go on Facebook and Instagram and hope you get an advertisement for a black hoodie, right? You would simply go on Google, for example, and say, hey, I want to buy a black hoodie today, where to buy black hoodies, or you're going to search up black hoodies and find one that you like. So when you mix both of those mechanisms and both of those tools together, it's really going to give you some great and insane results if you're doing it the right way when it comes to advertising online. So Google advertising, again, it's going to be able to allow you to target same exact thing like Facebook, and even more in depth, to what websites, right, people go to. So you'll be able to kind of see what display ads is. So let's say we hit a blog page, right? So you're gonna be able to market or cool streetwear, for example. Let's do this, right? So if I go to a specific website, what you're gonna be able to do is start seeing display ads, right? And this is what Google is really good at and how it's going to help you. Let's go ahead and see if someone's going to pop up here. Okay, so let's do this. This should pop up some ads somewhere over here. I may have my ad blocker on actually. Okay, boom. So usually, again, when you're browsing through the internet, you're going to be able to see ads just like this. So pop-ups hop on or pop on your screen, like Nike right here. Boom. That's a Google display advertisement that's just shown up in the middle of the screen, right? Because I was actually recently browsing Nike. Took a L, tried to buy some Travis Scott shoes, but you guys know how that goes. So, but yeah, so those are going to be the 3 ways that you're going to be able to generate sales. But again, the Instagram influencer strategy, or really just the influencer strategy, is going to be your best bet if you're just starting advertisement. Facebook, Google advertisement, those are a little bit more advanced, and we're going to be talking and going more in depth on how to do those things in the next few weeks here. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Now again, before you leave, make sure you drop a like, smash that subscribe button. Hopefully you guys got something out of this video. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Peace out.